Well, we're going to take a short break, then our friends from United Way of the Ozarks are going to drop in.
But first, financial advice you can use from the Resource Center. All right, I'm with your disability rep, Roy Rickstrew. Good to see you again.
Likewise, Tom, likewise.
This is something I don't know if we've touched on a whole lot. Disability benefits after retirement.
Yeah, that's correct. And so let's talk a little bit about the retirement portion of this first, and
All
we'll
right.
talk about how the disability dovetails in. So a lot of us recognize that we can retire if we've worked and paid into the Social Security system.
Right.
It takes 40 quarters, roughly 10 years of your life. You had to have contributed to that system in order to have a retirement account to draw back from. Now, the interesting thing here is we get credit for quarters by earning $1,730 right now. Per quarter gives us credit for that one quarter.
Okay.
If we make roughly $7,000 currently, we get credit for all 4 quarters. So
Right.
even if you make all that $7,000 in January, you get all 4 quarters for the year.
Okay, all right.
If we draw from a retirement program early at age 62, when we're
Yes.
first able to, we're penalized. For most people, full retirement age is age 67 at this point.
Right.
So you're tapping into it maybe 5 years early.
Okay.
Now you remember it used to be 65
Right.
to retire, now it's 67.
I kind of remember. Yeah.
And so if you're born after 1960, then your retirement age will be 67.
Right.
If you're before that, you're going to be 66 in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 months as
Right.
they kind of graduate that age.
Yeah, all you have to ask is someone who knows, like someone who's 65, and they'll let you know real fast.
So the penalties.
Yeah.
It's a big question, and true to form with the government, it's some odd number that they use for penalties, and that's what we get here. It's 5/9 of 1% per month that you draw early. So it is kind of a crazy number.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's 5/9 of 1%. So roughly 1/2 of 1% per month, they reduce your benefits.
Okay.
If you're over 36 months early, it's 5/12 of 1% per month. So there's no test later, but it's a very odd number that Social Security has picked here.
Yeah.
If you tap in your full 5 years early at age 62, it can be as much as a 30% reduction in the benefit that you draw, and that's for life.
That's a chunk.
It is.
Okay, all
for
right.
a lot of people, that can be utility payment. It could maybe be a insurance payment for the folks here at the Resource Center. It could be quite a bit of money.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's wise to talk to someone like yourself to kind of understand what the ramifications are about your decision.
Yeah, the biggest thing here is a lot of people retire at 62. They take the exit because their health mandates that they do.
Right.
What they don't realize is the disability program extends all the way to age 67. So even if you tapped into your retirement early,
Yeah.
you can file for disability, which will pay you close to, if not your full retirement amount. You get that 30% back
You
if
make
you're
it up.
approved.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
and that's what we're saying. It's a big impact here. It is a utility payment for a lot of people.
Sure.
It's usually not rent. It's not that much money for most people.
At that
But
point,
even a
though, if
couple-
that's your income, that's
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah, a couple $100 to put towards gas would be a fantastic thing.
And that's for life.
Yeah, and that's correct.
Okay.
So what's important to understand is that as we get older, we have fewer job opportunities. Our age is a vocational adversity.
Right.
The definition of disability is easier to meet. And so if you're one of these people that checked out of the workforce early because of your health, or otherwise and your health has become an issue, we need to talk. There may be money on the table that you can secure by having somebody help you with your disability claim.
Can this work retroactively? I mean, if I've already filed and it's early and 2 years later I am disabled?
Yeah, so Social Security keeps track of when our date last insured is. It's
Right.
when our premiums have last been paid for a disability program. So at some point when you step out of the workforce, your premiums lapse and you run out of disability benefits. So there's a little bit of time sensitivity to this.
Okay.
But no, you're correct. You can claim an onset date a year prior to the application. And so there could be a full year's worth of extra add-on benefits that's available to somebody if we get them approved right now.
Okay, that's the advantage of having someone like yourself on your team, of course. There's a QR code. Tell them how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, give me a ring. Direct to my desk, the 417-812-6698. That is direct to my desk. I answer that line myself. I do my own work. And so if you have questions, call me directly and we'll talk about it.
And you see all the different things that he can help you with, and actually even more than that. There it is. YourDisabilityRep.com. Always good to talk to you.
Likewise, Tom.
Give him a call.